Artisan crafted gemstone cable ring. Now, truth be told, this was originally going to be a little bit later in our show, and both myself and my producer Tori, we were like, hold on a second. Did you see this ring? It is gorgeous, and it's a stunning cushion cut, which is already one of the most difficult cuts to achieve because you're wasting so much of the gemstone, right, to get that beauty. Wow. And then to bring trimmed in 18 karat gold, like these gorgeous like raindrops of gold framing this cushion with the incredible rope and oxidation, all done in sterling silver, and then the gemstones. To have this at $127.20, it's a sale price. You're saving $39 on it. You're saving almost $40 on this ring. And look, okay, look at this. Okay, right here, this is a mystic quartz. Yes, it's a genuine gemstone. It's this really cool layering process that gives it this almost like mermaid-like appearance to it. You see purples and greens and yellows. It's really fun. Then we also have it available in, right here, is gonna be your citrine. Oh, that like golden citrine with the 18 karat accents, to me, this color combination sings. And then take me to like the deep blue waters. Here is blue topaz. I am sitting at the resort with the infinity pool, the swim up bar, and you know what? It's adults only. Yeah, they don't let kids near that pool. Yeah, that's where I'm hanging out. And then black spinel, a really unique, cool gemstone. One of the only like truly black, right, stones. $127.70. Jeff, this is out of this world. I adore this ring.
It's one of my favorite rings. We introduced this a while back. A couple of them sold out in the blink of an eye. We got a handful back in. I'm glad you brought it in early because I was also excited to see it made it into the show. But, you know, I'll mention just a few things, and then we can just kind of roll with the punches here. But, you know, you mentioned the black spinel. It is truly one of the only genuine natural black gemstones out there that hasn't been heated, dyed, treated. So rest assured that black spinel, and that's a large black spinel, is going to be durable. It's going to go with everything. It's your little black dress of your ring finger. I love the combination of the black spinel and the yellow gold. When we talk about yellow gold with this designer, I want to make sure everybody understands these are not plated. So if you look on the interior of the ring, it's most likely, and I haven't checked, it's most likely stamped 925 and 18K. Because in order for anyone to be able to stamp at 18K along with the 925, it has to be solid gold. It cannot be plated or, you know, anything micro, whatever you call the light stuff, right? This is solid.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. You know, the size of the stones you mentioned before, those are big gemstones. They're a difficult cut. But then we also took the extra step and did the checkerboard cutting across the top of each stone as well. So it's not a typical tabletop cut on these cushion cuts.
Okay, can we just gush on this blue topaz? Like my eyes were just happy.
You already had me at the swim up bar.
It wasn't the infinity pool and like the no kids allowed. It was the swim up bar.
I'll take the kids and the bar.
Here's this, you know, the color combination is beautiful. In this blue topaz, I remember, Jeff, you know, when I first got married, I was eyeing this designer ring that was an aquamarine and like, I mean, a size like this, yeah, not gonna happen in my price point. But today, I could get something that's still beautiful, gorgeous, blue topaz, intricate, incredible design. To be able to do this for under $130 is really special.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, you can't even find, in most artisan lines, the big names out there that have been trying for years to take over the market. But let's be honest, it was the original small family-owned designers that we work with, the ones that made the ring on your screen now, that started this business. They started this artisan style. And then it's all those big designers that saw them, loved them, and went in and copycatted most of these. You're getting it from an original small family-owned workshop in Bali. These are small family-owned workshops that have been together for hundreds of years that have never been sold out to the big leagues out there, right?
Yeah.
So these are the ones that we work with and we support and that we appreciate. Oh, look at this. Look at this one here.
Okay, this mystic quartz. So what's happening? Because it's a genuine gemstone. What's giving it this kind of play of color that we see?
Yeah, and I'm loving it, and I'm seeing it hot in the market right now. It came back. For those who maybe remember years ago, especially the cruise ship market, they had this gemstone as a mystic Topaz or a Northern Light of Alaska.
Yeah.
And it was incredibly popular. And then it kind of faded out. Now it's really been back with all the color demand. So it's a natural, perfectly clear, genuine quartz stone. And then on just the base of the stone, the pavilion, which you can't see, we actually put a permanent little thin layer of color. And it's actually adhered to the back of the stone. It's a natural process that is normal and accepted. It's a treatment process that will last forever, but it gives it the look of something really exotic and really colorful. And it's really a head turner. I mean, everybody's going to say, what in the world is it?
Okay, before we show you again all the choices in this ring, look at this, our hinged cuff that's coming up. You could do, because I'm one of those people, I like when my gemstones match. You could do this entire suite with the hinged cuff and this ring. Gorgeous, right? So
yeah, and I
rich
think you're going to
looking.
be getting it for the price of the bracelet alone.
Totally, right? Could you imagine?
I mean, at these prices, yeah.
Blue topaz has been extremely, extremely popular. So if you picked up on that ring today, keep an eye out for this bracelet that's coming up later in the show. But let me show you all your gemstone choices, because each one really does kind of have its own personality and energy to it. Here is that mystic topaz. You see the purples and your greens. It almost looks like Mardi Gras, right? Oh, mystic quartz, thank you. That one's also really popular. 18 karat gold, right? That's gonna be your mystic quartz, or we're gonna just call it, how about Mardi Gras? Then here is your citrine, which the way that plays off of the 18 karat gold, to me, that's the perfect combination with citrine.
Yeah, and if anyone wears gold jewelry a lot, Allie, that's a great one for them to experiment with in mixing their jewelry.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. And then here's the blue topaz. That one is just the vibrancy, the life, that kind of brightness. It's like when you first start to see, the blooms in spring, right? The flowers in the garden coming up, like that's that freshness. Now, little edgy, little cool, little dressy, right? Dramatic, that black spinel. This ring is normally $160. And we haven't even really talked about, the gemstone is gorgeous, and yes, these are genuine gemstones, but even the setting, right? Let me just slip this one off. The braiding that you're seeing, the detail on the side shank, the 18 karat gold. I mean, the richness of this ring, look at even the finished under gallery, right?
Yeah, there's so much symbolism in this ring, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because in Bali, where these rings are created, it's all about paying respect to the symbolism and the area. And so when you look at the sides of this, you see those little braids there?
Yeah.
So that anything braided in Bali is a sign of neighbors and family woven together to become one, to become stronger than by himself. Just like in if you take a piece of string and you pull on it, it's probably going to break. But if you take that string and you put 3 or 4 other layers with it and intertwine it, it's going to be incredibly strong. There's little areas on there that represent the pathways to the temples where they worship and where they have their religious ceremonies. There's the beads themselves are golden beads representing the rain in Bali that drops on the sides of the river, on the sides of the ocean, because rain is incredibly important to Bali. I mean, that for us, we go outside and we see rain, we go blah. We want sunshine, right? But in Bali, when they see a rainy day, it's exciting for them. This means the crops are going to grow. The rice is going to just blossom, and the lotus flowers are going to be blooming everywhere. And, the little bees, which we'll talk about later, will be coming out and around all the different flowers. And it's just beautiful in the rain.
This would be an exquisite ring on your hand. And I don't want you to pass up this opportunity to get such a high quality crafted ring at this price point. Mystic quartz, or we'll call it Mardi Gras. Here's your citrine. That blue topaz has been the most popular choice. And then we have our black spinel. It's J366522 is gonna be your item number. $25.44 to get this home. If you wanna use those easy payments as well, you're saving well over $30 on this one. So a good day to pick that up. Okay, here is a look at a